I'm just going to quickly run through a couple of the new applications we've got on the new Desire S. Starting at the top here, you can see we've got the car panel that wasn't on the previous Desire. We've seen it on other HTC devices, but never the Desire before. And where we've also got the gallery app, we've got a connected media app, which is much the same thing, except you can share your media via DLNA to a DLNA compatible device such as a DLNA TV or something, which I'll show you in a moment. And you can see it just sort of brings up your usual albums and you can share from there, but we'll move on to that later. We've got the flashlight that was available as an upgrade to the previous Desire by downloading Froyo. And we've also got a mirror now. You can see we've got a mirror app, and that basically just uses the forward-facing camera just to give you an image of yourself. You can just sort of make it lighter and darker with that button there, depending on the situation. Otherwise, we've just got the usual sort of maps, marketplace. I think the locations app is new. And then we've got SoundHound as well, which is being preloaded on the HTC devices now. Unfortunately, you can't remove SoundHound though, so if you happen to prefer Shazam, you could put that on as well, but you can't actually get rid of SoundHound. Otherwise, the usual same thing. So we've got a reader app this time for reading downloaded books and different things like that. You can see it's a pretty nice looking application. Let it load up a book here and we can just scroll through and zoom on text as well, and it reflows to fit. So it's a pretty nice application. You can see we get sort of cover art for all the books as well, and this particular handset seems to have come preloaded with quite a few different books to try out. You can even buy books just by clicking the little basket down here. See, it just loads up various different criteria that we can use to search for the books we want. That's the ones we have. So it's a pretty nice application. Just moving on, we just find out what other bits and pieces. We've got the Wi-Fi hotspots back as well. That was available on the original Desire 2. The latest YouTube client and Twitter clients. It's altogether a very well connected device. It's got everything you would expect it to have. And so we've got the camcorder here, so we've got the HD camcorder as well that was also available on the original Desire as an upgrade. So really it's only sort of minor upgrades from the previous handset, nothing huge really, but still always nice to have the latest bits and pieces on the handset. You can see that some of the widgets have changed, like the people widget's slightly different to before. So I've got a slightly smaller widget that you can scroll, whereas the old one used to take up the whole screen. Otherwise, just as nice a device as the original Desire, but just slightly upgraded for 2011. So I'm just going to quickly go up and show you the DLNA now. Okay, so you'll have to excuse my wobbly handheld filming. We're just up in another room now with a DLNA compatible TV. So if I go into connected media here, you can see we get music, photos and videos. I managed to get music and photos to work with the TV, but for some reason the phone wouldn't like to play back videos via DLNA for some reason. It was actually straight away on the handset, it was coming up with that error, so it seemed to be sort of a fault of the Desire. Even using the Desire's camera to record like a really low quality video on the low quality setting would still not play back on the TV. So if we go into music, you can see we get the album art, we get sort of a player here. And if I just click play here, you can hear immediately it comes up with the album art and all the info and the music on the TV. So it's pretty neat. And if we go ahead now and just tap forward, it will change the track and bring it all up again. See, we get the new information and the album art. That's all on the phone and on the TV. And then from there, actually on the phone, I can even skip straight back to the home, continue using the phone, and then if I just, you can see we've got a little play icon at the top. There we go, I've got the track there, and I can actually tap to pause it there. So if I go back from that, we can go back into our connected media folder and go into photos. So if I just go up to camera photos at the top here, I was taking some photos of my camera case yesterday. Very boring indeed, I know, but as you can see, as soon as we select it on the phone, a couple of moments later it should load up on the screen of the TV. See, it's loading at the top corner there, and there we go. Nice full screen image of what we've got on the handset. And again, we can just sort of flick forwards and backwards with the arrow here, and that'll change the image that's displayed on the TV. A nice big reflection of me. And there we go. It's the image we've got on the phone displayed nice and large on the TV. So altogether it works pretty nice. It connects straight up, literally I just turned on the TV, and then when you open the connected media folder on the phone, actually searches for the any connectable devices in the area, and of course straight away it picked up the Bravia. You can see the name of the TVs there, and allowed us to change. It seems to be doing a slideshow now, so you can see it keeps loading up different images of my camera case. Okay, so we're back down now in better light and without me hand holding the camera, so you can actually see what's going on a bit better. I've just popped back into the apps menu just to show you a couple last things. The car panel for starters, just to make it easier to use whilst you're in the car. You can see we get nice large buttons. You can do things like just hit this, and you can actually straight away just pinpoint your location and save it, so you know, if you want to go back to that place again, you've got it saved, which is quite nice. We can go straight into navigation down here. Can't really do it at the moment because we're inside with the GPS switched off, and you can just, you know, find things nearby, look at your history where you've been, or even just use the phone. It just gives you basically larger buttons so you can actually use it easier in the car. That's quite a nice little addition to the handset as well. Go back one more time and just have a look what we wanted. That was it. Locations. So again, if you're out and about and you want to find sort of something, say if you want to find a restaurant, or maybe you want to go shopping and find a particular shop, or any different things here. You can see medical on there, so you can find a hospital or something, businesses, parking, fuel, different kinds of things, or even your footprints that you've saved previously. So I think it's probably going to come with things like Big Ben, maybe. I've got them there. Or you can go to history and find things you've been to before. But for example, if we just go in eating and drinking, you can see it just comes straight up with all the local places that you can eat and drink around the area. And again, from here you can do things like, if we just tap on this particular place here, the Lamb Inn, you can see it comes up with you know, the coordinates. You can share it. It's got the address. You can show it on the map. You can navigate to it if you've got the premium navigation package, and you can search nearby. And there's some places as well it actually comes up with a phone number and you can directly dial them too, which is pretty handy. I'm not sure if we've got one that'll give us a phone number. There you go. You can see this one comes up with a phone number and we can just tap the button on the side there to call them. So it's a pretty nice application, quite handy if you're in a place that you've not been to before and you want to find where there are different places to go. Say you're abroad or something, I suppose you want to find somewhere to eat. Quite a handy app. Lastly, if you haven't got enough apps on the phone and there's something particular you want, you can use the Android Market. You can see we've got sort of new layout that came in a few months back. We've got scrollable apps at the top here, featured apps straight down the middle here, and then you can also search by different criteria like that, or you can find specifically just games, or you can see the apps that you've actually got downloaded on the phone. So pretty nice way to search for apps, pretty comparable to other app stores as well. And obviously you've got sort of tens of thousands of applications available on the Android market now, so it's not lacking at all. Anyway, that's the Desire S, HTC's latest Android gingerbread smartphone. And this is Russ Jeffers from mobileburn.com.